Hey there, my name is Eric Woodard. I'm a high performance career and leadership coach. And if you're getting this video, there's a good chance that it sounds like in your career, you're getting really tired in your job search of not hearing back from people. Just want you to know that it's really common. It's nothing personal. I work with so many clients who report this exact same thing. And especially if you kind of don't know how to deal with it, it can be really, really frustrating. So I want to offer you 4 ways to handle not hearing back from people. And hopefully this serves you as well as it served a lot of the clients that I work with. So first of all, you want to be really cautious when you don't hear back from somebody about the story you're buying into. I had a client just the other day who shared how she was in the 3rd round of an interview, and every other time they said, hey, you made it on to the next round, and at this time it had been 48 hours and she hadn't heard, and so she was convinced that it was a big fat no, and she was really sad. And I was like, well, it's possible. It's possible that that you haven't made the right next round, but it's also possible that something else is up, right? They're busy putting together an offer, somebody's out sick. I mean, we don't know. And so when we don't hear back, it really only means one thing. And if I was to say, well, what does it mean when you don't hear back? You might say, well, it means that they don't like me, or somebody blackballed me, or it could be 1,000 things. No, it doesn't mean any of that. What it means is they haven't reached back out. It doesn't even mean that. I had a client just last night who was waiting on an offer and was about to, and then they got a message from a recruiter over LinkedIn. It was like, hey, we made you an offer. Did you get it? And it went in the guy's spam folder. So not hearing back can mean it went in your spam folder. It can mean somebody was sick. It can mean 1,000 different things. So when we don't hear back, it really just means we haven't heard back. Number 2, if and when we're talking to a potential employer, we want to have really clear agreements around next steps. So if they say something like, well, we'll get back to you, you say, that's beautiful. Can I ask you a question? Yes. What do you mean you'll get back to me? Oh, well, next week. Love next week. What do you mean next week? Right? So we can co-create an agreement around the follow-up. And we can also include in that agreement terms for what happens if and when the agreement falls apart. So it's, hey, yeah, love next week. You're going to email me Thursday next week by 5 p.m. Eastern. Love that. Can I ask you a question? Yes. If for some reason we don't connect next Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, before 5 p.m. Eastern over email, how will we handle that? And let them come up with the idea about how to handle it. People support what they create. So it's super, super powerful. Also, if you haven't heard back, right, a lot of times people are reluctant to follow up. And sometimes it's just that people have, you ever like gotten a message from somebody and it was really important, so you wanted to take your time with it and actually backfired, and so you didn't reply, and then the longer it got, the worse you felt about it, and then you just went full ostrich and you put your head in the sand. This happens with employers too, right? Yeah, they want to hire you, but they don't have an answer, and now I feel bad, and maybe it's just easier just not to talk to that candidate. Follow up. Really neutral, no judgment. Just be like, hey, we had an agreement that we'd be in touch by this day, and that hasn't happened. My policy is I always follow up. So how are things? Just follow up from a place of service. It doesn't have to come across as needy, or it can just come across as really neutral. And if you learn how to do this in the right way, it's really, really powerful. So 4th, you're gonna wanna know who to follow up with. Who are you gonna follow up with? Because sometimes it's unclear. Sometimes people follow up with recruiters. I don't find that's particularly powerful in a job search, because recruiters are sort of professionally trained ninjas at keeping you separate from the hiring manager. So probably not going to want to spend a lot of time following up with a recruiter. Instead, you're going to maybe want to follow up with a hiring manager or somebody in leadership, right? And when you follow up, you're going to want to do it in a really specific way. That's another video, right? How to follow up. It's one of the things we talk about in the Get Hired Fast workshop and in our program at large, right? So you're going to want to follow up with the right person, right? So when we don't hear back, we don't have to be powerless, right? We can think about it in 1 of 5 ways. 1, it's the story we buy into. We want to be really conscious about that. 2, it's the agreement that we've created with with the person that we're waiting to hear back from. 3, we're going to want to follow up, especially if that agreement has been broken or somebody's out of integrity. 4, we're going to want to know who to follow up with. Really important. So look, my friends, I hope that serves you. If you're getting tired of not hearing back, those are just some of the strategies and tactics that you can put to work, making sure that you hear back more often than you have been. So look, if you're wanting to hear more of these strategies and tactics, we run weekly workshops. They're usually on Tuesdays at noon Eastern, where we tackle more of this stuff, because being on a job search is not for the faint of heart. You don't have to keep doing it alone. And if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you have been. And so if that's the case, just please know I'm cheering for you. My heart goes out to you. Yeah, you don't have to figure all this stuff out on your own, because it's not very linear, logical, or fair being on a job hunt. So 100% cheering for you, my friends. Hopefully seeing you soon.